Morning. Let's take our minds off of politics for a while. Interesting times. A very dull day in London now. It's not very cold. Well, it's cold, but it's not as cold as it has been for the last couple of days. What I've got here is a piece of mount card. You call it matte. It's the middle of your card. It's not necessarily a good surface or durable surface to paint on, certainly in oil, because it's wood pulp rather than linen. We have in watercolour paper, and it's not acid free, probably not acid free. So it will undermine the paint that you put on it. I'm not so sure about acrylic because that provides a waterproof plastic skin on which we really paint. But I've got it. You can try it. It's good for experimenting, and it's stuff that you would probably just scribble on. So I've not primed it at all. I'm thinking of some sort of rocky, sunsetty type of abstract. So I'm going to put a bit of orange, a bit of yellow, and just put that in, and a bit of water, a bit of sea, and then yellow. Let's have fun with the colours. And go a bit darker with the red. Let that dry a little bit. I'm mixing a bit of cloudy stuff on there, red and blue, plus the colours are on the brush. Just slowly build it up. They're very abstracty. I'm not copying anything or working from anything. It might be a bit confusing when I say don't copy from photographs. I work from photographs, but I mostly work from my own paintings now, as I have so many of them. But I don't copy photographs exactly. I use them as just an aid, as all parts of the armoury. Let's put in a bit of rocky stuff on here. Let's have some red and some black. The black's gone a little bit jellified. Can't get away from Cornwall, having spent so much time there over the years. Keep your brushes clean. If you're watching this for the first time, I'm using mostly cheap acrylics that I buy from a local hardware chain called Wilkinson. The white is artist quality. That's not cheap. That's Galleria, Winsor & Newton. And I've got crimson, cadmium red, ultramarine, burnt sienna, burnt umber, black, viridian, lemon yellow or light yellow, and orange. They are the Wilkinson colours, plus cadmium yellow medium and yellow ochre, which are artist quality, because Wilkinson don't do the cheap versions of them at the moment. I hope they do. And every time I go there, I stock up on cheap paint. £1.50 for a big tube. Right, let's put in a bit of a bluey sea. Put that across there. Whatever you put on, you can change very quickly. Right, okay, let's put a bit of sienna, ochre, bit of umber, bit of white, good sand colour. Right, start building up an impasto now. The palette I use is a Stay Wet palette, Masterson's, they're about £20. The membranes, I'm not sure if you get a pack of some membranes with them, but I buy packs of 20 for about, I don't know, £12. They last for ages. what they do is they let the water through from. I've got a little kitchen towel underneath this membrane. I prefer it to the sponge membrane that they supply, and I spray it with water underneath the sheet, and it lets the water through to keep the paint moist when you're not using it and the lid's on, but the paint doesn't go back through, with the exception of a bit of cerulean, which seems to work its way through. But these will last for weeks on end if you keep them reasonably clean and are careful when you're using a knife. But it will keep your paint fresh for ages, days and days. You just take the lid off and carry on. Marvellous. Right, let's put some colour in those rocks. Bit of viridian. I love the viridian, and that with that yellow, it gives a nice, lovely. Oh. Right, let's go in with the some light sunset colour. Just paint over. We've had a bad tram accident nearby where I live, with fatalities, possible fatalities. And we used to have trams all over London, but they got rid of in favour of buses, and now people want them back, and they're coming back slowly. But this has not been good news. My wife uses that tram sometimes, and when we're on our old men riding badly on bike ride every Tuesday morning and along the River Wandle, we cross the tram line at a particular place, and we all line up on the crossing, wait for the tram to go by, and on the count of three we wave. And sometimes we get a toot, sometimes we get a wave. Oh, it's just how childish we get as we get older, but good fun. Cheers up the tram driver, and makes our day. The sky, it doesn't really exist. It's just my idea of a sky. Just going over that, just to build up this impasto. And we'll just build up some of that yellowy green. And this will give a surface to drag over. Nice red rocks to counter change with the that's it, with those greens. Right, bit more sky. Get the horizon in. But try to, when you do your horizons, don't make them solid, like hard edged. Keep them soft. Let them merge. And I'll come back with that orangey. Ready. Now, I'm just following the brush. I'm not doing anything revolutionary. I'm just get some red in there with that orange and yellow. Scumble over that. Too white. I'm just enjoying this. I'm not sort of working to any finish at the moment. When I finish this, if it's any good, I'll varnish it, and I'll varnish with PVA glue diluted to seal it, so that it's got a plastic coat both sides. I wonder if that's expanding now. You have to bear in mind that the surface to start with is very smooth. Soft, and I get some of that reddy orangey. Mixing a bit of the sky colour with the green now, just to prefer the green. That would be red. Right, okay. So I'll do a bit on the beach now, or just, I don't know how realistic that is. foresee, but coming in. Bit of shadow under this. But I've kept the orange in that. And just a touch of orange in the crest of these waves. I might have overdone it a bit, but right, okay, let's start put some colour in that now. Just want the colours, the oranges, to just reflect on this. Oops. Ah. I'll change that. A dark, a good dark is a lot of alizarin crimson. Well, it's a crimson. It's a Wilkinson's crimson. I know they've only just got their name on it, but it makes a lovely warm, rich dark. Right, I'll just go over that bit there. I think let's get rid of that. Need just a little bit of orange on the top of this. Right, I'm not happy about that little bit there, so we'll go a little bit greeny. That lemon yellow with the viridian is scintillating. Let's go with that red through there. Oops. Right, go back to that, so viridian and crimson. Trying to do small paintings with a big or larger brush. Shadow. A little bit of ochre red, I think. Right, I quite like that. Plenty of colour. I'm going to let that go. I've got my tea here. It's a mate tea, I think that's how you say it, M-A-T-E, it's from South America. And I've got one of these tea infusers the friend gave me, stainless steel. You just pull it apart and just take a shovelful of your tea and add boiling water and drink it when it's ready. Lovely. Right, okay, let's put a mount around it. Now, I'm not sure what mount will actually fit that. Will that fit? That's too big. This one is too big too, and this one is just about right. So let's put that on there. No, that's not the right shape, is it? So that's the one. Well, I'll hold that on it, and then you can see. Let's just put that there like that. I thought I had one, but anyway, there we are. Another Cornish abstract scene. It's actually turned out to be more impressionist. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye bye.